Hello. This is the first lecture video for economic statistics, and this is the first video. So if you can watch only one video from this semester in this course, you have to watch this one because I'm going to explain how the grade will be calculated and what you have to do. So this video is more about the rules, basic rules of this course. So it'll be short. Uh, so I'm going to tell you the essence of the syllabus, right? So first, it is a fully online lecture, so the course will proceed with lecture videos, and then you have to do online homework. And all the videos and homeworks will follow this calendar, right? So there are 12 chapters, and I show you the upload date. Lecture videos for that chapter will be uploaded on these days, right? It's they are all of these guys all of these dates are Mondays, and so like next week, I'm going to post like August 29th is the date I'm going to make the lecture videos available for chapter 1. And then at the same time with the videos, I will make the homework available too. So as soon as you can watch the video, or like like you may try the homework first. If you are confident, you can try that. And then what you have to do is I will set a due date for the homework. You have to finish and submit your homework by this due date, which is approximately a month later. So the schedule is super flexible. I think that's the biggest advantage of doing online learning. So I accommodate the flexibility as much as possible. So your responsibility is, in between these dates, like while the homework is available for chapter 1, chapter 1 homework is available, you have to watch the videos and finish the homework whenever you can, whenever at your best convenience, right? I don't know when is the best time for you, so I said everything super flexible. And in the following week, chapter 2 videos will be uploaded, and also chapter 2 homework will become available. And then you have to finish those chapter 2 homework by October 2nd, which is another Sunday. So the homework is literally weekly, and the last homework is December 11th. So starting from September 25th, every Sunday is a due date for a homework. And and also the lecture videos will be uploaded every Monday except for fall break. So I have a 1 week break here to observe the fall break. So you have time to catch up, and everything will be done before the Thanksgiving. So of course, I upload videos on November 11th, the Monday before the Thanksgiving, but you may do it during the Thanksgiving holiday or after Thanksgiving holidays. It's up to you, but you have to finish everything by this due date, right? So this is this is the plan I made. So, and I believe it cannot be more flexible than this. So if you have any problem with this calendar, let me know. But I believe there won't be any complaint about this. Okay. And then lecture videos. To watch the lecture videos, you have to come to my YouTube channel, Byung Park SUNY Albany. And actually, on this channel, you can find previous lecture videos from the last year. So you may watch them if you want to watch ahead of the schedule, or you may subscribe the channel. But I make all the videos publicly available, so you don't need to log in. You don't need to log in, or you don't need to subscribe. Just you may just search and watch videos without login. And I try to make everything more flexible and more accessible, and I try to accommodate your situation as much as possible. So let me know if I can improve it better. So I think it should be straightforward. There won't be any problem watching the videos. And online homework will be done on Blackboard. Blackboard has built-in online assignment system. So I'm going to post online assignments on Blackboard, and then it will be graded automatically on Blackboard. So the grades will be calculated automatically, and you can find the record anytime you log in to the Blackboard. But there is no other exams. So homework is just like it. So all the grades are based only on the homework. You may think the homework as small exams, right? There are 12 small exams or quizzes. I call them homework, right? That's how this course will be graded. And in the online homework, in each homework there will be 10 questions. There will be 10 questions, and each question is worth 1 point. So totally there are 10 points in one homework, and there are 12 homeworks. So in total there are 120 points maximum. And for each homework, in each homework, you can try multiple times, up to 10 times. So when you log in on Blackboard, and if you start a homework, you get a set of 10 questions. You don't need to finish it at a time, but you can save in the middle of the homework. But once you are done, if you finish all the 10 questions and submit the homework, you can check the grade instantaneously. And then, if you are not satisfied with your grade, you can try the same homework again. But you are going to get a set of new 10 questions with randomized numbers. So, but there is nothing you lose if you try like again and again. So up to 10 times, and I will set the highest grade will be recorded. So the more you try, then your grade will only go up. And the due date, I gave you the due date in the earlier slide, but what you need to note is the due date is by the end of the day, but online system recognizes the end of the day by 11:59. So 12 o'clock is the next day. So you have to submit your homework by 11:59. Surprisingly, I realized this last year because there was a student who submitted exactly at 12 o'clock. So the screen says 12 o'clock, but it was late. So I learned the due date is 11:59. So I told you here. So you have to understand the due date is 11:59, and of course everything is automatic. So it's not my setup. It's set as it is. So I cannot change the time and so please keep that in mind. Do the homework earlier safely. Give enough margin for potential problems, right? And almost always there are students who submit their homework late. I understand you are busy, but I will be very strict in accepting late submissions. My rule is that late submission is accepted only if there was an emergency that prevents you from taking any course for a week. So I promised you the maximum flexibility, right? So then your responsibility is to finish everything on time at your convenience, right? So any late submission will be very harshly treated. I'm not going to accommodate any more situations than what I presented earlier, like in the previous slide. So I believe it's hard to imagine any many excuses that prevent you from doing the homework between these 20 days, right? Within these 20 days, I gave you 20 days. You just sit at the desk and watch the video and do the homework. Just one of the 20 days. So I will be very strict about late submission. And I'm giving you examples of unacceptable excuses, right? So, by the way, these excuses are the excuses I have heard before in the previous years and in other semester. Right? So any undocumented excuses will be rejected. I cannot you need to provide proof document with your excuse. And death of a friend or a pet cannot be an excuse. I understand it must be really sad, but you have as I said, 20 days. You have 20 days, and at some point of time, even if you feel really sad, you have to do your job, right? So cannot be an excuse. And illness of a family member or a friend cannot be an excuse. Like again, really sad, but you have more than enough time. And divorce or breakup with fiance or boyfriend, girlfriend, also similar, sad, but you have to keep your daily routine, do your job. Travel, you have travel should be planned, according to to your job. I gave you the schedule, so if you need to travel, plan ahead, schedule when you are going to travel, considering the homework schedule, so that you may need to do homework earlier than usual, or put some time aside for homework. And power outage, server error, computer failure, it can happen anytime. Of course, it's unexpected event, but we know this happens, right? Several times a year. So you have to do the homework to prevent potential errors like this, right? So if you start your homework 10 minutes before the due date, then you are risking this potential error. You need to give enough margin for unexpected errors like them, right? They cannot be an excuse to submit your homework late. And of course, if you mistake the time or the due date, it's a mistake. I'm not blaming you, but unfortunately, I cannot accept your submission. And late by a minute. So if many students submit the homework by late by 1 or 2 minutes or 10 minutes, but 1 minute late is late. Late submission is late, right? Cannot be an excuse. And full-time work. If you work full-time, that's it must be tough. You must be tired, but you have to plan your schedule to do the homework sometime during your work or after your work. So these are unacceptable excuses that I heard before. So you may be able to make up more creative excuses. Then the list will get longer next year. But again, the rule is very strict, right? I told you. Okay, finally, the grade will be given according to this table. So I said the maximum is 120 points, and out of them, I'll convert to letter grade according to this. So interval is 5 points. A has 10-point interval because there is no A plus, and below that, each interval is 5 points. And I do not curve. I do not grade on the curve because if I grade on the curve, I have to scale down. I have to lower your grades. So this conversion table from my past experience is already very generous. So I'm not grading on the curve is for you. That will be that will be a more generous grading policy. And instead, there is no extra credit opportunity. Again, I accommodate your flexibility as much as possible. So if you miss something, it's your responsibility. That's your problem. So I'm not going to give anyone any extra credit opportunity. And by the way, a lot of students ask me this: if you are at the risk of failure, you may be worried that you need to graduate next year, but what if I get D? But I'm telling you, econ major requirement is D minus, a passing grade. A passing grade is anything but failure. So D minus or better is enough to graduate. But so that's why I allow a huge margin here. I don't want to fail you. Failing you is also painful to me. So I allow a huge margin here. So it is your responsibility to get at least 30 points. Right? If you try a homework and choose random answers, still I believe you can get 30 points. Right? Calculate that later. We are going to learn how to calculate that probability. But anyhow, so it is your responsibility to get 30 points, collect 30 points to avoid potential failure, right? If you get like below that 30 point, then nothing I can do. There is no extra credit opportunity. I do not curve, so failure is a failure. Okay? So this is it for this video. Later, I'm going to discuss more details from the syllabus. But this is the very essence, maybe the most the things that you must be most curious about. So I hope you understand how the flexibility of this course, but instead strict policy about grading and submission. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.